In the last few days, Chinatown has been quiet as fear takes over the community. The attacks against Asians in the Bay Area, a growing trend.
We're just trying to send a message out and stop the hate, stop the violence.
Patrol the streets of Chinatown and Oakland to help it keep it safe, and then to stop all this racism and stuff like that. It's like getting tiring, you know. Like we got no voice, none of that.
Sandy Jang says she was shot in the head by a man with a flare gun for no reason last month.
I felt something really hot, like something dropped from the sky on my head.
We're seeing countless elders in the Asian American community being targeted, attacked, and robbed throughout the Bay Area.
Hearing all the other stories that happen around San Francisco and other people that are afraid, you know, like that they didn't speak out or they couldn't like post pictures of what happened to them, you know, like I wanted to show people like, you know, this is real. My mom wasn't even robbed. So that was kind of like unsettling, you know, like you just really just attack someone.
It's black on Asian violence. That's what they want to call it. What about that violence of living in poverty under a system that doesn't seem to care about our people?
There you have it. These Moabites and these Asiatic, whatever word you want to use, they starting to feel that fire now. They starting to see what Jake go through, and all of a sudden now it's a protest. You know, they set up in Jake neighborhoods. You know, the guy was saying, whoever the guy was, they walk around in Oakland. That's California. That's Jake territory. That's Oakland. That's the hood. You know what I'm saying? These Moabites, these Asians, they starting to see this place ain't no nice place. Judgment is coming to them just like the Lord said it would. I'm going to grab this scripture real quick. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Woe be unto Babylon. Destruction unto Babylon and Asia. That's talking about these Moabites, these Asiatic descent or Asiatic bloodline people, you know. Woe is destruction. Woe is judgment. And as you can see from this video, the Lord's starting to judge these heathens. He's starting to put the screws to them, and he's using the citizens of Babylon to do it, you know. And as you know, a lot of them Asians, you know, they want to be part of the Muslim community and different things like that. See, Ishmael and Ham and all these other nations, they done kind of got a taste of what it is like to be in Jake neighborhood and Jake riding on them. You know, these Asiatic communities ain't had no taste of that, as you seen. One lady got shot in the head with a flare gun. You already know that was an Edomite that did that. You know, but nonetheless, the Lord is starting to judge these heathen nations that are here in Babylon. Continuing, this is verse 2 of 2nd Esdras 16. It says, gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And these Moabites, these Asians or whatever, they don't understand. The Lord says, gird up. Gird up yourselves. I mean, cover yourselves. You know, be in a low position. And as you can see, whatever the Asian, whoever she was saying black on Asian, but what about a system that doesn't care about our rights? Well, guess what? Welcome to the club, because Jake been in that club, you know, not having your rights cared about, being considered less of a person, and things like that. It says bewail your children, you know, moan. You know what I'm saying? Be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. These other heathen nations don't even know they over here in Babylon trying to live the American dream. When it's when truly it's an American nightmare, and the Lord finna judge these other nations. And as you can see by this video, he doing it. Verse 3, a sword is sent upon you, who may turn it back? A sword is sent upon you. A sword is an instrument for destruction, killing, destroying. It is sent upon these other heathen nations. And it says, who may turn it back? Meaning, who got the power to turn it back? Man don't have the power to turn it back, because there's a judgment from Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Verse 4, a fire is sent among you, who may quench it? These are all questions. A fire is sent among Babylon, Asia, Egypt, Syria. You know, among these heathen nations. Judgment is sent among them as a fire. Who gonna quench it? No man can quench it. No man can stop the things that are happening, because this is prophecy. This is what the Lord said would happen, and it is now happening. And these Asians, you know, they're getting a taste of it now. You know, they set up in Jake neighborhood. Ain't no telling, they're probably dogging Jake out, talking to Jake all any kind of way. And now look, the Most High bringing judgment to them. And a lot of these, and most Asians that come over here, most of them are Moabites. Most of them are Moabites. And we already know Moabites are one of the enemies of Israel. You have Esau, Ishmael, and Moab. Those are the three main enemies of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, according to the scriptures. Verse 5, plagues are sent unto you. And what is he that may drive them away? Plagues are sent to this place and to these heathens. Who may drive them away? No man is going to drive them away. So you're starting to see, and this is just going to further ramp up. You're going to start to see Elam's probably start to get busted up. You're going to start to see Ham catching hell. You're finna start to see all these other heathen nations that's here in Babylon. You finna start seeing them getting beat up. I got one more point, and then I'm going to end it. Here we go. This is Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And as you can see, these agents that was getting attacked, that was the Most High putting these spirits on Jake, on these Edomites, and anybody else to put hell on these agents, these Moabites, you know. Spirits of vengeance that were created by the Most High, that which in their fury they lay on sore strokes. You see in that picture with the Asian woman, probably a Moabite woman, elderly woman, beat up, bruised up, blooded up, you know. And the dude was saying that was his mom. She didn't even get robbed. It was just a straight up, plain, outright behind kicking. Well, that was the spirit of vengeance, and the Most High is sending these spirits of vengeance to judge these, you know, supposed Asians. You know, they pouring out their force, and they're appeasing the wrath of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. You know what I'm saying? The one that made these spirits of vengeance. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So these things were created for vengeance. Shalaki, it's one more. I thought that was going to be my last one, but it's another one. Yahweh I can find it real quick. But as you can know, as you see it, these other nations are starting to feel the fire now. They're starting to feel the heat, per se. Shalakia. I don't want to misquote it or roughly paraphrase it. I actually want to get it. Salaki, bear with me real quick. Let me find it. I want to find it. Well, I can't find it right now, but for the most part, judgment is coming to this place, and all other heathen nations that are in this place, judgment is coming to them too. Shalom.